tell us a bit more how do ancient Vedic texts describe the origins of humanity, and how do these texts aligns with your discoveries in your book Forbidden Archaeology?
Well, that's really good question, Inez.
Thank
So
you.
the Vedic cosmology is consciousness based, whereas the modern scientific worldview is matter based. And I think that's an important distinction. If we keep that in mind, we can understand a lot of what the Vedic texts are saying and what I'm trying to do in relationship to them. So, in forbidden archaeology, we just talked about stones and bones, yeah, archaeological evidence showing that human beings are far older than modern science allows, going back perhaps as far as the very beginnings of the history of life on Earth. So, what difference does that make? Well, it means we need new explanations for human origins. So, to answer that question, we have to look beyond the stones and bones. I think we have to first understand what a human being is. We should know what it is we're trying to explain. So today, many scientists will say we're purely material beings. We're simply a collection of molecules in competition with each other for survival. And that's all there is to it. And as far as consciousness goes, well, that's just the result of the interaction of chemicals in the brain. And at the time of death, when the chemicals stop interacting, it's no more consciousness. So the Vedic view is different. Consciousness is a symptom of the real self, which has no beginning, no end. It has its own independent existence. Matter doesn't produce consciousness. It's really the other way around. Consciousness produces matter. So this consciousness-based universe has a purpose. You know, we're not accidental creatures in an accidental universe. That's an important thing to understand. The
Yes.
purpose, the purpose of this universe is to give the opportunity to conscious selves to qualify themselves to enter a realm where consciousness can fully express itself, where consciousness is not limited to a bodily vehicle that has a beginning and an end. In other words, birth and death. So, and we also want to be happy, but we find many obstacles to our happiness in this level of existence that we're on now. But there is a place where the true expression of the conscious self can be experienced with no interruption, no mixture of anything unhappy or bad, where truth will be self-evident. We don't have to worry about being deceived or cheated or misinformed, subject to disinformation. So there is a level of existence where that's possible. And the bodily vehicle in which the conscious self can qualify itself to go to that level of existence is the human bodily vehicle. I mean, there are other bodily vehicles, animals, insects, fish, plants, but in those bodily vehicles, it's not possible to achieve the full realization of the potential of the conscious self or spirit. So to me, that indicates the universe has a purpose, and that purpose is achievable in the human form of life only. Therefore, to me, it's not surprising. Indeed, I would expect the human form of bodily vehicle to be available to conscious selves from the beginning of the universe. So I would expect that the fossil record should show that we haven't been here for just a short period of time. We're not just an accident of evolution. There is something special about the human bodily vehicle. There is a purpose to it. And if we understand that, then we can make a success of our lives individually and collectively. Otherwise, if we just think, well, I'm a machine made of molecules in competition with other machines made out of molecules, we get the kind of world that we see around us, with conflict on every level of human society. We're destroying our environment.